Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt, and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episode 13 of The Sopranos, so the final episode of season 5. What'd you think of the last two episodes?
Last episode was one of the best of the entire show, but damn, absolutely brutal. This show just continues to show what horrendous people we're watching.
Yeah.
Everyone is just so good at just being awful.
Yeah, everyone is terrible, yet somehow you're so extremely invested into like any storyline this show throws at you, and it throws quite a bit.
Very interested to see kind of how Christopher is gonna move forward, what's kind of gonna happen with the FBI, and then we have like all of this stuff with New York just looming.
As always, there's a million problems. Tony is pretty much in the center of all of them. So I cannot wait to see how the season turns out, and then I'm so happy that there's a mega season left.
Yeah, we'll be into the final season. I can't believe it.
That's crazy. It felt like years, but then also at the same time, it's like I feel like we just started Sopranos yesterday.
Yeah, it's crazy that we're this far.
Because I mean, this journey is like a 8-9 year journey pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's only been a couple of months.
Yeah, we're getting through, what was it, 86 episodes?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's been a wild ride, and I'm sure it's going to keep getting crazier for the time it has left.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Instagram, Twitch, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episode. Ooh. Adriana, maybe?
Forensics has signed off on him. The body can be released.
Oh, for Madonna Santa.
Dang.
He's never gonna give up that fucking animal Blundetto. Philly. An eye for an eye?
Technically, this was an eye for an eye. I feel like it's not good to have anyone know where you are.
Massage.
Yeah.
My toe doesn't hurt hardly at all now.
What could have been if you followed your schooling.
Oh! Excuse me.
Oh, they showed up at Christopher's house?
Well, we're friends of your son's.
What's your name?
Well, we're anonymous.
Please let go of my hand.
Where the fuck is he, you fucking cunt?
Wow.
And I'll ram it up your box.
Billy, please.
Huh, I saw a lot of comments that said family's off limits. I don't think so.
Every time I go by the room, he's flopped down on the bed, on the phone. Can't ask this one to take out the trash.
Poverty is a great motivator.
Dang. And they're doing this shit for free, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, look at that entry. What is that, like 3 stories high?
Oof. What a mess.
Christopher, hi, it's Carmela. Is Adriana there?
Oh,
She was supposed to get back to them with a final decision about her china pattern.
I forgot about the wedding, too.
We broke up.
What?
Moved out a couple of days ago. I haven't seen her.
Oh, no, that's terrible. There's other fish in the sea.
Damn, just so many memories.
Adriana Lacerva. Way we make it, she's either taken off or maybe even gotten clipped.
I heard she took off.
Any idea where?
You guys very well know that they killed her.
Oh, yeah. No, the FBI has been horrible.
What can we say about this guy? The ancient Romans had a word for it. Asshole.
Yeah, rat.
In all candor, though, we love you, Raymond.
Christopher is the logical sacrifice button.
To make up for the dead brother. He wants somebody close to Tony as possible. And who knows him better and longer?
Why would you want to be the target?
She wants to be important.
I'm willing to die for a good cause. This is bullshit.
Tony's gonna lose his guys if he doesn't give up his cousin.
My cousin Anthony went into business for himself, and he put us all at risk. But we are a family. No matter how it affects anybody, personal safety-wise, financially-wise, whatever.
That's a lot to ask.
It's my desire that you circle the wagons, you support him.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a major crack in the New Jersey family.
Yeah, I mean, to say, like, I don't care whose life is at risk, whose money is at risk. We're doing this for my cousin who made a huge mistake. Also, everyone protects Christopher.
It's nice you're home. There's chicken parm.
She gonna mention Adriana?
Was Christopher there?
Good call.
No,
Did you know that him and Adriana broke up?
no. This kid.
You know, I'll bet she was seeing somebody.
Yeah, the FBI.
And not infrequently obscure.
I really thought he had a meeting with someone else, but he just doesn't want to deal with any of this. Just come home and eat ice cream. Oh, super undercover. Now who's following him? The FBI or Phil?
Sylvia?
Everybody with eyes in the back of their head.
The favoritism Tony still shows for our fucking cousin after what he's done? And I'm supposed to maybe take a bullet for this kid.
After all your uncle's done for you?
Dang. Get him in line, Silvio.
I gotta talk to you, Tony. You got some unhappy people out there. These guys, Tony, would do whatever you order. Except in this case. I give him up, we can give the whole fucking thing up.
Really?
You were ready to hand him your cousin a week ago. So it's not about standing with the guys or...
Great point.
It's about you don't want to eat shit from John. You don't want to bow down. Wasn't exactly appropriate, considering. Oh, is that right? With all due respect. Do you know what goes on in my head?
I mean,
since you were a kid, Tone.
Yeah, he's exactly right.
You got a problem with authority. But we all got flaws. Even you. 7 deadly sins, and yours is pride.
I mean, Tony will not take this well.
No.
You got no fucking idea what it's like to be number one. This is the course I've chosen. And those of you that are not with me on it, well, that makes me sad. And it'll be dealt with in time.
You might not have anyone left, Tony.
He's handling this so poorly.
I mean, Silvio's exactly right. You were ready. You got to the point where you were going to hand him over.
You need me for anything else?
Can always rely on him to tell him how it is.
And that's his job. Uh-oh. And I'm so afraid of all of these shots from the... Oh!
Benny, right? Here they used to drive for Tony.
I'm on my way to the hospital.
Well, that's up to you. Come fuck with me.
Oh! Damn, man.
Oh!
Where's Blondetto? It's a start.
A start? Pretty sure he's dead.
Well, I think he meant for the message.
Jesus. He has a fractured skull.
Damn.
I want you to know that it's all going to be taken care of through the Plumbers Union Health Plan. I'm going to see to that.
It's always his message.
Where's Larry?
He's staying home.
It was him who called me. Said he was going to be down here with the kid.
House arrest.
I'm assuming that's who was at the dinner, even though he was under house arrest.
Yeah. Probably afraid to leave his house.
Yeah. Well, and he's probably avoiding Tony.
I want him to give us the okay to drive over to Brooklyn, clean some fucking timepieces over there.
Tony tried to strike at them again. We should take him out.
This is so bad and messy.
The poor guy had a stroke, you believe it? He's younger than me.
Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
They'll have to postpone my retrial.
No shit.
Wow.
So you heard about this thing with Phil and John?
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to know what Junior thinks of this.
The old-time wisdom.
How much?
I don't know. You got to talk to him.
John?
Bobby. Does John do your collections?
Calm down.
Right? You know he has a problem.
What can I do? It's my cousin.
Did I give them the office address or the home?
Damn, he's not getting any help.
I pinned myself into a corner here, and I don't see a way out.
Tell Phil.
Tell Phil what?
Where you going? You wanted to confer with me?
Tried.
Make sure you eat a lunch today.
Man, it sucks to see Junior, like, not even be able to carry a conversation.
Yeah.
As if Tony needs more stuff to look at to be sad and depressed about.
Tony knows what has to be done. He just won't do it.
As if he even knows where Tony B is. Of course he knows. Out of the fucking frying pan. Both cousins. The rest of us...
Damn, he's losing every person.
I had a dream a couple weeks ago. See my old coach from high school.
What happens?
I was like, I thought they talked about this, but that was in his dream. They talked about it.
I went to see my son's football coach. Coach is going to the Sutterkin more.
What's the reason?
Devoting more energy to academics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your cousin.
I really can't talk to you about it.
Feelings for your cousin stem from guilt and shame.
We were children together.
Dr. Melfi's on one today.
I'm very confused.
But we can't talk about it.
Damn, Dr. Melfi.
All my choices were wrong.
He's so low. I mean, even he knows that he is in a corner that he can't get out of.
Patrick said to tell you guys some people have bogus cups. They brought them with them to get out of paying.
Uh-oh, you gonna start a fight, AJ?
We're getting ripped off. You think it's like downloading music? That beer's our property unless you pay for it.
Come on, people, it's a fight. Be more excited. I never really thought of him being super sentimental with his cousin, but obviously, like, how many conversations have we had with his mom where he's like, but it's my mom. It's like, yeah, they're fucking horrible. Your cousin made a horrible decision.
Speak.
Come on. You know what you need to do. One of his guys is going to get killed.
Oh, for sure.
Want to talk to you. Hey, you got some beefs.
This is the solution. Oh, I forgot about the painting.
The fuck?
I know you said you wanted it burnt, T. The picture moved me. Something that catches more of what you're really all about.
A goddamn lawn jockey?
That's a general.
What general?
It's not a real general from history. It's you.
Now he's like, oh, you made me a general? Thank you, Polly.
Such a kiss ass.
Fuck.
Why did you come here?
Yeah. He just wanted to be mad and angry at someone. Be a general. Be a leader. Be what your coach thought you could be. This is like a perfect happy kind of thing that's right about to lead up to him getting tortured.
You think Tony did it?
I think so. I think he finally realized he needs to. Holy fuck. Oh.
Oh my god.
Took him out quick. Didn't let him suffer. Hopefully. Don't be still alive.
No, there's no way. Oh, that was gruesome. Just gonna tell him where he is.
Guess so.
Speak. Route 9A, Kinderhook.
Phil's gonna be pissed that he didn't get to do it. Isn't his dead body right there?
Yeah, but he probably didn't see it.
Oh, there you go.
We got you your Bialys and coffee.
Do they know?
I don't know.
Well, Johnny Sack called for you.
Oh.
You seem to be upset about something.
Go Bialy.
Anytime, boss.
So they know, but Johnny Sack is not happy.
But he might have his men back now, it seems like. Because he did what needed to be done. But if Johnny Sack is still not happy, then it's kind of like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Because then that's just Johnny going overboard, and his men would understand, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he was losing everyone.
Tomorrow morning, then, my house, 6:30.
All right, if you don't hear from me, I'll be there.
Tony, you and you alone.
What they need to do, just sit down and talk.
Yeah, but New York can't keep being unreasonable. They got the eye for the eye, for the eye, for the eye.
Maybe wait until they have the conversation before Christopher can come back.
Yeah. Phil deserves to be dead just for squeezing Christopher's mom's hand.
You need to go up to the farm and pick up your cousin, but watch your back. She'll be buried. It should be you that does it.
You got it.
I don't love that he's asking him to do this with everything else going on.
Yeah, dealing with a dead body when he already has Adriana on his mind.
She was always nosing around.
Did you ever say anything about Ralph or the Bevilacqua kid?
No. I swear on my life.
They would have done something by now.
Yeah.
She was willing to rat me out because she couldn't do 5 fucking years. I thought she loved me.
She's a cunt.
Him killing his cousin, Christopher killing Adriana, technically.
Yet I have no sympathy for either of them.
It's hard to have sympathy for anyone in this show.
He hasn't done his applications. He isn't getting allowance.
No allowance.
Well, I have $300 of my own money.
How?
Selling alcohol?
$5 a person. We made $600 after expenses. People said it was the best party all year.
Little gangster in the making.
What might be good schools to study event planning?
And planning.
I guess run with it if this is his talent and his gift.
Gay, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's his first concern.
He's fired up about something at least.
Yeah, if he's excited about something. These poor fucking gardeners.
It's crazy that we just see them literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Phil has to know that punishment has been meted out, and that's all there is. You started this cycle of bloodshed when you whacked the girl.
Yeah.
What kind of a man bangs his second cousin?
What are you, the friggin' cardinal?
Yeah, you started this.
Truth is, we've had discussions. Gonna want consigliere or who knows
Let's not
what.
go backwards now. Still look forward to working with you, John. I mean that.
Yeah, who is that?
Those gardeners?
Nope.
Fucking Christ.
FBI?
FBI?
I like how Tony just fucking ran. Tony, you have not been exercising.
FBI, open up!
But I don't think they're after Tony.
Oh my God!
Ooh, hard fall. What'd they get on him? Oh, poor Gardner. His arm, too.
Oh, shit.
Oh, act casual.
Where is he going?
Just running into the woods.
He's gonna eat shit. No car.
Call your lawyer.
Would have reached all the way to Carmine Sr. if he hadn't died. Jimmy Patril? He's a sweet old guy.
Wow.
18 fucking years worth. It's a major crap lock.
Oh my God.
My car's still in the driveway.
No law against parking your car unless it's in front of a hydrant.
Not laughing, Neil.
They weren't coming for you. Were I you, I might actually consider laughing. Or rub a hunchback's hump.
Is that good luck?
Be of good cheer. Call you when I hear more.
Wow, New York just got hit by the FBI?
Yeah, all the way up to what would have been Carmine. The freaking bear.
Oh, the bear's back, baby. Oh no, it's Tony coming through the woods, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so perfect.
I forgot that Johnny Sack lives in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I was like, can you just walk away from New York? That is huge.
This is either great or horrible.
Your shoes are soaking wet.
Back home, safe and sound. All right, that was episode 13 of The Sopranos. What'd you think?
What an insane way to end season 5.
Oh, for sure.
I guess we'll start with, I mean, it's kind of all interrelated, but...
I mean, as much as I love that episode, I feel like only two major things really happened. Tony taking out his cousin, and then Johnny getting taken by the FBI.
Yeah, I do think the dynamic shift was a major point of the episode.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what led to Tony B dying. But I think it was very interesting to see how Tony was trying to balance his family and essentially making his work family risk everything for his cousin. But it wasn't even just his work family, because look what happened to Christopher too.
Yeah.
So he was willing to risk everything for Tony B, which was huge in what you said. And Dr. Melfi pointed out everything is that it was such a toxic relationship, and Tony just had this like overwhelming sense of guilt for Tony B and for him going away. And that like overtook his like
Judgment, reasoning.
Yeah, his judgment.
The whole situation is unfortunate. You want Tony to be a good leader in general and stuff. And this was clearly a situation where it's like, you are asking something insane of these people to risk their lives to protect someone who did something way against the rules in terms of like mafia rules. So you knew it wasn't going to end well. Like, this is not practical or sustainable. And eventually Tony had the realization of what he needs to do, which he already had that and kind of went back on it, which Silvio was right on the money when he was like, look, you were ready to do this. You just don't want to eat shit from Johnny Sack. But like I said, he finally got the realization and he took out Tony. And it definitely gave that immediate shift from his crew.
That was shocking though. Obviously the music going, everything when Tony B drove up to that house, you knew something was gonna happen. And obviously it was like kind of foreshadowed by Tony Soprano calling Johnny Sack and then hanging up. So it was like, did he decide to call him back? What exactly happened? Like, what are we getting into? But that music, everything was kind of a dead giveaway that something terrible was about to happen to Tony B. And honestly, I was shocked that it was Tony Soprano that took care of him.
Yeah.
I think what you said during the episode was completely on point. that he made it so he didn't have to suffer. And I think it was the right decision given everyone else was in danger, that Tony B did a lot of stupid things that led up to this. But I still am like shocked that he like literally took care of it himself.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely shocked. I'm happy that he did. I feel like that was the right move.
Yeah.
I've been super vocal of how much I hate New York, the crew of New York.
Yeah.
And I mean, I always get the feedback that like, well, New York is the more powerful one. I know they're the more powerful one. I still hate them.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony, it was exactly right. They started this war. They killed that woman first. Then it was if you want to talk eye for an eye, then the eye for the eye was killing whatever guy that was in the car.
There's been a lot of death in the past this season.
Yeah, but you can trace it back to Johnny Sack wanting to take control and power with a war with Little Carmine, like not even involving Tony. And the fact that like, yes, Tony B did something terrible and he deserved the punishment that he got.
Twice.
Yeah, but Johnny Sack, he struck a deal with Little Carmine. Shouldn't Phil Leotardo be furious that Johnny Sack struck a deal with the man who continued the escalation of the war? Like, I don't know. I haven't appreciated New York. And then I saw a ton of comments that was like, family is totally off limits. And then here's Phil Leotardo threatening Christopher's mother and squeezing her hand. That's enough. That's violence. That's violence against someone in the family. No. So I'm still looking for the day where I hope it comes where Phil Leotardo gets just fucking obliterated.
Well, I think Phil got arrested.
Oh yeah, maybe he is in prison again with the FBI.
Yeah, no, I think he was named in that.
Okay, so yeah, maybe he gets murdered in prison or something. So I was never on the side of like, okay, just fully give in to New York. But Tony needed to make things right. And he kind of met them in the middle, which what he offered originally.
Yeah.
To do it himself. So he just did it himself, and New York has to be okay with it. Now it's the least of their worries.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. Honestly, hilarious to watch Tony just like bolt.
He didn't even say anything. He just like, and then just turned. Right.
Yeah, I mean, he really like, Johnny Sack, like, you are on your own. Like, didn't even say bye, nothing, just bolted. And I mean, Tony is a big guy. Just watching him just like run in the snow.
It's so funny, especially because they weren't there for him. Mm-mm. So I wonder if like there's just some FBI watching Tony just like struggle running in the snow, and they're like, "Why is he running?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Who is that guy? We're here for him."
The bear sequence at the end.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Obviously, the bear symbolizes Tony. We've had that time and time again, and the way that they just kind of shot that, you're like, "Oh, the bear's back," and then for it to literally be Tony this time.
Yeah.
That was just an excellent ending. And I don't know what the ramifications are going to be. Like, will Johnny Sack be upset at Tony that he just ran? Will he think that Tony set him up or something? I doubt it.
No.
Especially because the lawyer knows who the rat is.
Yeah, they're gonna know.
So will they want to go after the rat? How does this affect the power structure? Does that mean Little Carmine is now?
Maybe he'll come back.
Maybe he wasn't involved because he technically never gained power.
Yeah, I mean, they said that it would have gone up to Carmine Sr., but at that point, Little Carmine wasn't really involved.
Yeah,
so.
He was just chilling in Miami. So I could see Little Carmine being the new role of New York. I don't know if this solves problems for Tony or if it just creates different ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be an entirely new dynamic when it comes to New York. I think he was like literally finally getting into a good place with Johnny Sack. So I'll be interested to see kind of who takes over, or if we even see any part of that.
Yeah. I mean, again, Sopranos just hits you with something out of nowhere. I don't know, unless we missed something, when the fuck was like the FBI looking into New York? Like we've seen time and time and time again.
I'm sure they always have.
I'm sure they always are, but I'm just saying like that's not an explicit storyline in the show.
No.
We always see the FBI going into Tony's family, and then all of a sudden we're like, bang, FBI had New York ready to go.
Yeah, no, that was wild. It's definitely a totally Soprano thing to have something just completely come out of left field and just blow up everything that you think you know.
So, I mean, overall, the way that this ends, I mean, Tony technically, hopefully resolve things with New York. So we'll see that dynamic. I'm sure he'll like meet with Johnny Sack in prison or have communication back and forth, but at least he resolved, hopefully, the Tony B situation. And I mean, we still had a couple of other moments in this episode. Christopher dealing with the loss of Adriana still.
It was very interesting to see where they were going with that. Obviously, everybody knows what happened to Adriana within the family, but seeing how they're handling it from the outside in terms of like Carmela calling, and essentially they're just like making it seem like she just left Christopher.
Yeah, so I wonder if that will continue. It's crazy that I wasn't even thinking about the wedding. So when that kind of came up, I'm like, damn, like there was probably hundreds of people that were anticipating a wedding right around the corner. These are going to be a lot of people asking, where the hell is Adriana? Are you going to be able to keep this lie going?
That was also frustrating to see the FBI like, what have you heard? And it's like, come on.
It's like, how many informants have you lost?
Yeah.
You think that they're just like going to a farm somewhere to run around and live happily ever after?
Yeah.
Like they're getting killed. But it did feel like a fitting conclusion for season 5. Finished a couple of storylines, but left some things kind of vague. And the weird thing is, for how terrible season 5 has been, when did they get a divorce? Was that at the end of season 4? It's all blending together.
Yeah, I think it may have. Yeah, it was, because then remember there was like the time jump that went into season 5 and we were like, oh, and they were like separated.
Okay, so season 5 has been a relatively depressing and dark season compared to the others. But the way that this ended, like, Meadow is still doing great. We saw a quick glimpse of her happy at the house, interested. Carmela has her project that she's working on with her dad. Tony's back in the house. They had this like nice moment where Tony came back early from a meeting and like was eating ice cream at home, and Carmela came and hung out on the couch, and they didn't scream or yell at each other. Like they handled the AJ situation on the same page. Then they went and they talked about AJ and were on the same page again about like being excited, even though he was doing a shitty thing. They're like, man, he's actually interested in event planning.
He found something.
But like they were on the same page and excited about it. Like, well, not super excited, you know, a little concerning. But, and then with like Tony coming home and like, Carmela opening the door and be like, oh, you're soaking wet and stuff. Like, it feels like we have a happy soprano family.
It's odd.
Which is way odd for what we've been through for season 5, for that to end the way that it did, where it's like, man, Tony doesn't really have too many concerns in his immediate family anymore.
Yeah.
Like, are we back to normal?
Yeah.
Or even better than normal?
Very odd. Just so crazy how much changes throughout these seasons. But yeah, I mean, for considering how dark everything was, and even like the lawyer at the end telling Tony like, oh, like you should be happy it wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was like everything kind of took like a little tiny bit of like an uptick.
Yeah, I feel like we're on a positive trajectory.
Yeah.
And there were still a few things. One that comes to mind is like, it was a little sad to see Junior not be able to carry a conversation, like to the point where, I mean, you can't have one sentence to the next.
Yeah, and Tony just kind of brushed him off, and I think Junior kind of realized for a minute what was happening, but that was really sad to see. I have never been a Junior fan. I've been very vocal about that since the beginning, but that was really sad to see.
So there's still some negative stuff. Obviously, there's always going to be, but more positive than not. I wonder how this is going to affect the FBI. Like, will they back off Tony a little bit if now they're like busy working with New York?
Or maybe they're going to try to make New York strike a deal.
Oh, that's a great idea. Like, will they, give up New Jersey? Well, I'm sure if New York's a bigger fish.
Bigger, but I'm saying like if there's like a lower person in New York, they're not going to go like let Johnny Sack get a deal. But like maybe if there's a lower person in New York that could flip to also get Tony.
That's true. There's a ton to look forward to. I love the way that this season ended, and I'm so happy that we have a mega season left, because I'm not ready for this show to be over.
No, I'm gonna be like depressed when this is over. But damn, what a season. Season 5, the best so far. I'm excited for season 6.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.